Today I'm going to be telling you a story about two mean friends, Mary, the other was called Mimi. So Mary and Mimi, they were friends and they have been friends for a long time. Now Mary's birthday was approaching. So the week before Mary's birthday, she will always send out these, text messages early in the morning to all of her friends, and she will text and say, well, it is 6 days before my birthday. We are going to be celebrating big. And then she'll send out these text messages. And all her friends will reply, we will be there. We can't wait for the day. The next morning, she sent another text message to see you guys. Her friends, they will all text back, well, we can't wait, we can't wait. So this went on until it was one day to Mary's birthday party. So she sent another text that day. She was like, tomorrow is the day. I expect everyone to come so that we can have a wonderful time. She sent the text messages out. And all her friends, as usual, they reply, well, I already got my dress. The other will say, I already bought my shoes. I can't wait to get there. And so the birthday party started. It was 8 o'clock. Mimi was nowhere to be found. Mary looked at her time. It was 9 o'clock. Mimi was nowhere to be found. It was 10. Mimi was nowhere to be found. 12, 1 o'clock, and there was no Mimi. So Mary was not happy about this. So Mary told her friends, but how could Mimi do this to me? Mimi know that she's my best friend. And even if Mimi could not make it at my party, she could have picked up her phone and called. Her friends was like, that's true. We will advise you to just forget about Mimi. So Mary decided that I will forget about Mimi. I won't have anything to do with Mimi. So a week after Mary's birthday party, Mary was sitting outside eating some chips. All of a sudden, what happened? The phone rang. When the phone rang, Mary thought to herself, who could be calling? And Mary picked up the phone. When Mary picked up the phone, guess who it was? It was Mimi on the other side of the line. And Mimi was like, hi, Mary. And Mary was like, hi. Mimi said, oh, I'm so sorry I couldn't make it at your birthday party. Mary was like, well, whatever. We still had a good time. And to tell you the truth, you was not missed at all. We had a good time and you was not missed. And so Mimi was like, well, this was what happened, and Mary didn't want to hear anything that Mimi had to say. And so Mary put the phone down. Mary cut the call. And then Mimi knew that Mary was not happy with her. So Mimi went and called some of their other friends. And Mimi told them that, oh, Mary is very, very angry with me. She said, but I want you guys to help me talk to her. I want you guys to convince her to forgive me. And then the friends asked Mimi, they were like, well, why didn't you attend her birthday party? And Mimi told them that, well, I was on my way to the party when it started to rain heavily. And they were like, yes, we all saw the rain, but that is not enough to keep you from coming. And Mimi said, and then as I was on the way coming, I got a flat tire. When I got out of the car to go and check the tires, I noticed that it was both tires that were flat. And so I went to take my phone to call for help. I could not find my phone in the car. When I looked on its side to where I was standing, I saw that my phone was broken and the water had entered my phone. She said, and the car just won't move. She She said, so I had to walk from there all the way back. I walked so many miles all the way back to the first gas station I could find. She said, over there, I tried to look for help. She said, but I don't have any numbers stored in my head. I have all my numbers in the phone. She said, the phone would not even come on. She said, but after almost a week, I got my car fixed. And she said, even all the gifts I bought for Mary got stolen from my car. She said, I went through a lot. She said, I called Mary to explain to her, but Mary would not listen. She said, so I want you guys to talk to Mary to forgive me. She said, because I want to plan a surprise party for Mary. But she said, we all know that Mary is the best chef in town. And she's the best organizer. She said, I want Mary to organize this party, to plan this party without knowing that I'm celebrating her. She said, I don't want anything very big. She said, I just want a party for 20 persons, just for we, her close friends. She said, because I want to surprise her with the best gifts in town. And her friends were like, okay, we'll see how we can get Mary to do this. So the friends went to Mary and said, Mary, we want you to forgive Mimi. Mary was like, me forgive Mimi? I'm not going to forgive her. And her friends told her that, well, maybe God allowed this situation to test your forgiveness. So Mary thought about it. She said, okay, I will forgive Mimi. And then they told her, but Mimi wants you to help her because Mimi wants to have a party for her promotion. She just got a promotion at work, and she wants you to be the organizer and the one that will prepare the food for this promotion party. It is not for a lot of people, it's just for 20 persons, but Mimi wants the best of food, the best of drinks, and she wants it to be well organized, like top notch, you know, something very, very good. And she said she can't trust anyone but you. So Mary was like, well, I forgive Mimi, but she and I will never be best friends. She said, but tell her I can do this for her, but under one condition. They asked, what's the condition? Mary said she have to pay me for my labor. And so they were like, okay. If they asked her how much, she called a huge amount because she really never wanted to do it. And she even sent the money to Mary. And so even though Mary said she forgave Mimi, she had not forgiven Mimi. Okay? In Mary's heart, she wanted to make sure she paid Mimi back for what Mimi had did to her. Because for one fact, Mimi never got her a birthday present. She never attended her birthday party, and so she wanted to make sure she deal with Mimi for this. So Mary decided that I would give her the worst party ever, and after this party, whatever promotion she was giving at her job is going to be taken from her, because this party is going to be an insult to everyone who she wants to honor and thank for this position. But Mary did not tell anyone this was what she had in her heart. So Mimi called Mary and said, Mary, I'm happy that you forgave me. Now I want this party that you are preparing for me to be something extra great. She says, so whatever it will cost, I will pay. She said, I want the best place you can find. I want the best food, the best drink, the best music, everything. She said, and I know you're the best person for the job because you went to school for this and you are great at what you do. And so Mary was like, oh yes, don't worry, Mimi, I will give you the party of your life. So Mary went to prepare the food. She bought, when Mary went to get the food, she bought things that, you know, that will cause everyone to have running stomach. I mean, the kind of food she cooked, she bought rotten meat, you know, put a lot of pepper in the food. As for the drinks, she bought like drinks that would actually give people headache at the end of the day. And there was just all kinds of things she did, but she made it to look so good, you know. And for the hall, the decorations, she got cheap decorations, you know. She got chairs that once the people sit, you know, like the foot would just start to break and people would start to fall off the chairs. I mean, You would not believe that's what she did. Mimi told her, I want a cake, but I want a special cake. It was time for the celebration. Mimi told Mary she wanted her to come to this celebration. Mary said to herself, I am not going to miss this celebration at all. I'm going to be there because I want to be there when things start to go down. I want to be there. I want to see the look on her face when people start to throw up and start to poop all over the place. And when she take the bite of that cake, and faint because she put poison in the cake for her friend. But to her surprise, when the day came, instead of her seeing, people that she didn't know, it was only their friends that was there, their close friends and everything. And so Mimi came in. Mimi got straight on her knees. And Mimi told Mary, Mimi said, Mary, I want to tell you what happened the day of your birthday. And Mimi explained everything to Mary, what happened and why she couldn't come. And Mimi told Mary, but this is a surprise party for you. I wanted you to know how much I love you. And Mimi said, you see that car over there? Mimi said, this is your birthday gift, Mary. I want you to know that I love you very much. And so Mimi told everyone to gather around Mary and sing happy birthday. So they sang the happy birthday. And Mimi told Mary, Mary, can you please take a bite of the cake? Because there's a special gift besides the car. There is something special in this cake for you. So she took the cake and then she put it in her mouth to bite it. But she didn't swallow it. When she bite it, she felt the stone. And when she took it out, it was the ring, the diamond ring that she loved so much that her friend had got for her. And she started to cry. And everyone asked her, but why are you crying? Mary, why are you crying? And Mary decided to come clean. Mary told them the truth, what she had did. She said she never knew the party was for her. And she said that she regretted her action. And so after that, when she confessed her fault, everyone was like, we can't believe that you will bring yourself this low. We can't believe that you will do such a thing. And so in the end, Mary regretted her actions and she learned her lesson. So why did I tell this story? I'm telling this story as a warning, or as an advice, or I'm telling this story as a word, to tell someone out there, be careful the things you plan for other people. Be careful the things you plot. Be careful the things you do in secret places. You have people who plot things against people who have never harmed them, who have never done anything to them, and they do this thing out of jealousy, out of envy, out of, getting back at someone for something that has happened. That's why they do this thing. So you have to be careful, because those things that you do, they will surely come to you. Whenever you are cooking up something, whenever you are planning something, always have it in the back of your mind that the food you are preparing, that thing you are planning it for yourself. It has a way of coming back to you. So don't be like Mary, who prepared the worst party for herself. Be a person who have a clean heart and who will forgive other people. Because God said in His word, vengeance is mine, I will repay, no matter what happens in life. Always give it to God and look to Him for your answer. Please stay blessed. Love you.